Have you ever stopped to wonder where your own inner voice came from? That quiet whisper in the back of your mind that tells you whether you are good enough or smart enough when you face a challenge. Psychology tells us a profound truth. The way we speak to our children becomes their inner voice. It becomes the script they recite to themselves for the rest of their lives. Before you say another sentence to your child today, I need you to pause. Because there are specific phrases, sentences we have all used, often coming from a place of deep love and protection, that are silently dismantling your child's internal motivation. You probably heard these exact words 1,000 times growing up. They seem harmless. They seem normal. But modern neuroscience reveals that these normal phrases can trigger anxiety, lower resilience, and actually wire a child's brain to fear failure. Welcome to the Kids Growth Lab today. We are not just correcting grammar. We are rewiring the future. We are going to expose the 10 most common parenting phrases that unknowingly kill confidence. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the exact script swaps to use instead. These aren't just polite alternatives. These are scientifically formulated responses that build grit, emotional intelligence, and self-driven motivation. If you want to raise a child who doesn't just obey, but who thrives, this is the most important video you will watch today. Let's dive into phrase number 1. We start with the most common, well-intentioned mistake in modern parenting: praising intelligence. When your child brings home an A or solves a puzzle, your instinct is to say, "Wow, you are so smart." The parent's intention: you want to build their self-esteem. You want them to feel capable and gifted. The child's translation, however, research on the growth mindset shows that the child hears something very different. They hear, "I am loved because I get the right answer. My value is attached to being smart." The consequence: this creates a fragile identity. If they are smart when they succeed, what are they when they fail? They instantly feel dumb. As a result, these kids stop taking risks. They avoid difficult challenges because they are terrified of losing the smart label. The Kids Growth Lab swap: instead of praising the trait, praise the process. Say this instead: I love how hard you tried on that. You didn't give up even when it got stuck. That effort is your superpower. The neuroscience: by focusing on effort, strategy, and perseverance, you stimulate the brain's dopamine reward system to value the work, not just the outcome. This builds a child who is hungry for challenges, not afraid of them. Phrase number 2, be careful. You're at the playground and you shout, "Be careful." You say it to protect them, the parent's intention. You don't want them to get hurt. You are acting out of biological vigilance. The child's translation: when a child hears this repeatedly, their brain translates it as, "The world is dangerous and I am not capable of handling it." The consequence: this constant background noise of warning activates the amygdala of the brain's fear center. Over time, this trains the child to second-guess their own physical instincts. They become hesitant, anxious, and risk-averse, looking to you for permission to move. The Kids Growth Lab swap: we want to build awareness, not anxiety. Say this instead: notice where your feet are. Is that branch strong enough? What is your plan? The neuroscience: these questions engage the prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain. You're inviting them to analyze the risk themselves. You're training them to be competent and observant, giving them the skills to be safe even when you aren't there to watch them. Phrase number 3, stop crying. Don't cry. It is triggering to hear our children cry. We want to fix it. We say, "Stop crying. It's not a big deal." The parent's intention: you want to soothe them and help them move on. You want to teach them emotional resilience. The child's translation: my feelings are wrong. My sadness is an inconvenience to my parent. I need to hide this to be accepted. The consequence: this is the quickest way to shut down emotional intelligence. Emotions that are not expressed do not disappear. They turn inward. This creates dysregulation. A child who is told to stop crying loses the ability to self-soothe and often grows into an adult who numbs their emotions or explodes in anger. The Kids Growth Lab swap: connection before correction. Say this instead: I see that you are really upset. It's okay to cry. I'm right here with you until it passes. The neuroscience: this is called co-regulation. By accepting the emotion, you actually help the nervous system calm down faster. You are teaching the brain that emotions are safe to feel and release, which is the foundation of true mental health. Phrase number 4. You're okay. A child falls. They look up, terrified. You immediately say, "You're okay? Dust it off. You're fine." The parent's intention, you are trying to be the calm anchor. You don't want them to panic. The child's translation, my body is telling me I am in pain, but my parent is telling me I am not. I cannot trust my own senses. The consequence. This is a subtle form of gaslighting. When we deny a child's reality, we weaken their intuition. They learn to look outside themselves to determine how they should feel, rather than trusting their own internal signals. The Kids Growth Lab swap. Validate the reality, then offer support. Say this instead. Ouch, that looked like it hurt. You okay? Tell me what happened. The neuroscience. When you ask, "Are you okay?" you force the child to scan their own body and make an assessment. This builds interoception, the connection between the brain and the body. They feel seen, safe, and supported, which actually lowers their pain perception. Phrase number 5. Because I said so. This is the classic frustration ender. Why do I have to sleep? Because I said so. The parent's intention. You need compliance, and you are exhausted. You want to establish authority. The child's translation. My thoughts don't matter. I only obey when someone stronger forces me. The consequence. This shuts down communication and breeds silent resentment. It trains a child to obey authority blindly, rather than understanding morality or logic. We don't want robots. We want critical thinkers. The Kids Growth Lab swap. Explain the why to build the logic. Say this instead. I know you want to stay up, but here's the reason. Your body needs sleep to grow and be happy tomorrow. That is my job to keep you healthy. The neuroscience. When you give a reason, you treat the child with respect. This engages their logic centers. They may still disagree, but they understand that the rule exists for a purpose, creating internal discipline rather than forced obedience. Phrase number 6. You never listen. You never listen. You're always so messy. You are just like your brother. The parent is intention. You are venting frustration and trying to highlight a bad habit so they will change it. The child's translation. This is who I am. I am a person who doesn't listen. I am a messy person. The consequence. Labels become destiny. The brain is a prediction machine. It believes what it hears repeatedly. If you tell a child they are bad or lazy or difficult, their subconscious mind will work to fulfill that identity. The Kids Growth Lab swap. Target the behavior, not the identity. Say this instead. I know you can listen. Let's try that again together. Look at my eyes, and let's reset. The neuroscience. This is called scripting. You are writing a new script for them to step into. By stating, I know you can listen, you are setting a positive expectation that their brain will try to meet. Phrase number 7. Don't be shy. A relative comes over, and your child hides. You say, oh, don't be shy. Say hello. The parent's intention. You want them to be polite and socially confident. You feel awkward that they aren't engaging. The child's translation. There is something wrong with my personality. My natural feelings of caution are bad. The consequence, shyness, is often just a sign of an observant, thoughtful temperament. By labeling it as a negative, we create social anxiety. The child starts to fear social interactions because they feel pressure to perform. The Kids Growth Lab swap. Respect their pace. Say this instead. Take your time. You can observe for a while, and you can join in when you are ready. The neuroscience. This builds social safety. When the pressure is removed, the child's nervous system relaxes. Paradoxically, letting them take their time usually results in them joining in faster than if you pushed them. Phrase number 8. Hurry up. We live in a rushed world. Hurry up. We're late. Hurry up. Put your shoes on. The parent's intention. You need to get out the door. You're managing time. The child's translation. I am a burden. I'm too slow. The world is a frantic, stressful place. The consequence. Constant urgency dysregulates a child's nervous system. It puts them in a state of sympathetic activation, fight or flight. When a child is stressed, their prefrontal cortex shuts down, making them literally slower and clumsier. The Kids Growth Lab swap. Teamwork over panic. Say this instead. Let's do this step by step. We need to move a little faster today. I'll help you with the left shoe, the neuroscience, by staying calm.
Oh.
You lend them your calm nervous system, co-regulation. This helps them organize their brain and motor skills to actually move faster without the panic.
Phrase number 9, what is wrong with you? This is perhaps the most damaging phrase on this list. It usually slips out in moments of high anger. The parent's intention, you are shocked by their behavior and demanding an explanation. The child's translation, I am flawed, I am broken, I am unlovable. The consequence, this creates toxic shame. Guilt says, I did something bad, but shame says, I am bad. Shame is the ultimate motivation killer. A child filled with shame will either withdraw completely or rebel aggressively to protect themselves. The Kids Growth Lab swap, curiosity over judgment. Say this instead. I am really frustrated right now, but I want to understand. Talk to me, what happened here? What were you trying to do? The neuroscience. You move the conversation from judgment to guidance. You keep the connection open, allowing you to actually teach them why the behavior was wrong without destroying their... Phrase number 10. I'm disappointed in you. We often think this is better than yelling. It sounds dignified. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. The parent's intention. You want them to feel the weight of their mistake. The child's translation, I have lost your approval. I am not the person you wanted me to be. The consequence, this is a heavy emotional weapon. It attacks the child's identity and implies that your love and approval are conditional on their behavior. It leads to perfectionism and hiding mistakes in the future. The Kids Growth Lab swap, accountability with support. Say this instead. I'm not happy with this choice. It wasn't your best moment, but I know you can make a better choice next time. Let's fix this together. The neuroscience, this separates the deed from the doer. You condemn the action, this choice wasn't good, while upholding the child, I believe in you. This teaches accountability without shame.
Now, if you are watching this and feeling a heavy knot in your stomach because you have used these phrases, perhaps even today, I want you to take a deep breath. Here's the truth from the Kids Growth Lab. You do not need to be a perfect parent. In fact, neuroscience tells us that rupture and repair is a powerful way to build trust. If you yelled, or if you said what's wrong with you, you can fix it. Go to your child and say, I am sorry I said that earlier. It was frustrated, but I shouldn't have used those words. What I meant to say was, this teaches your child that mistakes are part of being human and that relationships can be repaired. The 3-second rule for motivation. So how do we change these habits? The brain is wired through repetition. We need a new protocol. I want you to try the 3-second rule. Before you react to your child, pause for just 3 seconds. In that pause, ask yourself 3 questions. Will this build them up or break them down? Am I correcting the behavior or attacking their identity? Will this phrase grow motivation or kill it? This small pause rewires your parenting. It moves you from reactive parenting, emotional outburst, to responsive parenting, intentional guidance. Imagine a child who grows up hearing, you can try again. You are capable. I am proud of your effort. I believe in you. That child becomes an adult who is resilient, confident, calm, and unstoppable. They don't need external validation because they have a solid internal foundation. Your words are not small. They are seeds. Seeds that grow into identity, courage, and brilliance. You have the power to change your child's future, one sentence at a time. And that change begins right now. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up It helps us reach more parents who need to hear this. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Kids Growth Lab community. We're here to decode the science of parenting so you can raise happy, healthy, and motivated kids. Tell me in the comments below, which of these 10 phrases do you struggle with the most? Let's talk about it. We'll see you in the next video.